Welcome to the show. Something is happening to breathe life into the re-election campaign of President Joe Biden, because Joe Biden is now leading failed former President Donald Trump in yet more 2024 presidential election polls, and has now even taken the lead in The Economist's polling tracker for the first time since September of last year. That's in 6 months. We will look at the numbers, we'll discuss what's happening, and then we will move on to so many other important things. Newsweek reporting, Joe Biden beats Trump in 3 polls in 1 week. Now, early last week, about 10 days ago, we already saw Joe Biden taking the lead in some general election polls against the failed former president. We now are seeing that in more polling. A new poll suggests Biden will beat Trump, the third poll to make the prediction in the last week. According to a new survey by the Democratic super PAC Progress Action Fund conducted by PPP, Biden leads Trump 46-45. Now, of course, all of these are statistically tied. That's the funny thing. When it's Trump +2 or Biden +2, it's all statistically tied because most of these polls have somewhere between a 2 and 3.5% margin of error. Meanwhile, 2 other polls show Biden may win. We have the Reuters Ipsos poll, which has it Biden 39-38. And then we also have the Civiqs Daily Kos poll, which has it Biden 45, Trump 44. Now, I am not going to sit here and blow smoke up, in, or out of any orifice because it's just not what I do. It doesn't sound hygienic. No, because it's not the point of this program. All of these polls have extremely small margins for either candidate. And all of these polls, when you add up the Trump Biden, if it's 45-44, that adds up to 89. 100 minus 89, carry the zero. Wait, 100 minus 89. Hold on. 100 minus 89. 11. That's a joke, by the way. Please don't email me that my math skills are struggling. That leaves 11% somewhere else. And there are 3-way polls which show 8, 9, 11, 12, 13% supporting some combination of third-party candidates, often Robert F. Kennedy Jr. or others. So the totality of the picture is it's a very tight race. Now, let me mention one other thing, and then I want to talk about something we discussed yesterday on the award-winning bonus show. In The Economist's polling tracker, which is an average of polls, Joe Biden is also now leading Trump 45-44. He hasn't led Trump in this average since September, so it's been 6 months. But again, 45 plus 44 is 89. That means 11% is undecided or voting third party. Here's the most important takeaway about polling. Unless we start to see something like either candidate winning by 15, all of the predictions about November are essentially worthless. And let me tell you what I mean by that. You can go out and find folks like Simon Rosenberg, the Democratic strategist who I interviewed, or others who say, I'm confident Biden's going to win this thing. The economy's good. Trump only has more problems compared to where he was in 2020, and he lost then. Biden's going to win. All right. And then you've got people who have the opposite perspective. They will confidently tell you Trump's going to win. These approval numbers are too low for Biden to get reelected. The discontent among even Democrats with Biden isn't helping him. Trump's going to get reelected. And then in November, after the election, those who happen to have made the right prediction will pat themselves on the back like they saw it all along and it was inevitable. And those who made the wrong prediction will be attacked or whatever. Presidential elections, unless something that hasn't happened in decades happens, come down to several 100,000 votes in just a few states. And it is beyond our predictive ability because we're often talking about fractions of 1%. You could have a situation where, 150 plus million people vote, Trump easily wins Texas and Biden easily wins California. And at the end of the day, it's Pennsylvania being decided by half a point and Georgia being decided by 1 point and Wisconsin and Arizona being decided by 1.5 points, right? Overall, just a few 100,000 votes that will determine who wins. And so my point here is either one of these individuals could win. The predictions aren't particularly audacious or brave because it's going to be close and it's going to come down to factors that we probably don't even know yet. And what I mean by that is a few 100,000 votes could shift one way or the other because of something that happens over the summer or in September or in October. And so while I will continue to tell you that overall the re-election case for Biden seems strong, in general, presidents get reelected. In general, when the economy is good, presidents almost always get reelected. But it's going to almost certainly come down to just a few 100,000 votes in a few states. And it makes the prediction game pretty fraught. It'll be close. Either of them could win. We all must vote. That's the takeaway. The household products you buy every week impact the environment. 30 million trees are destroyed every year for toilet paper in the U.S. alone. Our sponsor, Real, makes a sustainable toilet paper, contains no trees. It uses 100% bamboo. Real's paper is certified by the Forest Stewardship Council, meaning they are responsibly harvesting bamboo grass that's used for their paper. And bamboo toilet paper is softer and stronger than regular toilet paper. It's a win for everybody, including the planet. And while regular toilet paper is wrapped in plastic as well, Real Paper's packaging is fully plastic-free and compostable. Real Paper partners with One Tree Planted. With every box of Real that you buy, they are funding reforestation efforts around the country. So unlike the other toilet paper that cuts down trees, Real Paper doesn't use trees and is helping to actively plant trees. I have Real toilet paper on a subscription, so I don't run out. The subscription gives you an extra discount as well. Go to realpaper.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman for 30% off your first order and free shipping. The link is down below.